Before you buy your next resin, or if you've already tried and something went wrong, then this is the video you need to watch. Many beginners don't realize there are different types of resin. Each one is made for a specific purpose. Use the wrong one, and it doesn't matter how careful you are, your project will not turn out the way you want. So allow me to walk you through the ones you need to know. We'll start with casting resin. And this is probably the first resin most beginners buy. And actually, it's a good place to start. Casting resin goes inside molds. And it's generally thinner than other resins. But this can vary depending on the brand and even the temperature of your workspace. It cures slowly, usually between 24 to 48 hours. That slow cure is actually a good thing, because it gives the bubble enough time to rise and escape on their own. You'd use this for things like jewelry, coasters, trays, paperweight, anything that goes inside a mold. Now, every casting resin has a maximum pour depth. That number is set by the manufacturer, and it's there for a reason. If you go deeper than what they recommend, the resin generates too much heat as it cures. Always read the instructions before you pour, every single time. Now this one is deep pour resin. It's similar to casting resin, but it's made for much deeper molds. Think river tables, large statement pieces, anything with serious depth. Deep pour resin is thinner than regular casting resin. And this is really important because it releases heat much more slowly as it cures. That slow heat release is exactly what protects your piece in the deep mold. Without it, the heat builds up and your resin cracks or yellows. Deep pour resin cures slowly, usually 48 to 72 hours. And the result, when you do it right, it's that beautiful crystal clear look with no bubbles. Just like with any resin, always check the instructions and the maximum pour depth. This one is coating resin. You might also hear it called tabletop resin or epoxy coating, and it's all the same thing. Tabletop resin is thick, and it's made for flat surfaces, not molds. Things like paintings, wood tables, serving boards, and trays. What coating resin does is self-level. You pour it and it finds its own level across the surface. The finish you get is hard, glossy like glass. It cures faster than casting resin, usually 12 to 24 hours. Because it's thick, it does trap bubbles more easily, so your technique when applying it really matters. It's important to remember this. Do not pour coating resin into a deep mold. Coating resin generates heat as it cures. And if you pour it in a deep mold, that heat has nowhere to go. It can cause the resin to crack, yellow, or get dangerously hot. Coating resin is made for flat surfaces. Use it that way and you will never have this problem. And this one is UV resin. This one works differently from all the others. It doesn't cure with time. It cures with ultraviolet light, either a UV lamp or direct sunlight. And it cures fast. We're talking minutes, not hours. Now there are two important things you need to know about UV resin. First, it only works in transparent or translucent molds. The UV light needs to pass through the mold to reach the resin and cure it. If your mold is opaque, the light can't get through and your resin won't cure. If you're working with an open-backed piece or frame, seal the back with resin tape. This stops the resin from leaking and keeps your edges clean. UV resin is perfect for small detailed work, like jewelry and thin layers. Use it for precision work, where speed matters, not for large projects. So let's keep this simple. For a standard depth mold, you use casting resin. For a deep mold or river table, you use deep pour resin. For flat surfaces, you use coating resin. For small detailed work and fast cure, use UV resin. The biggest mistakes many beginners make is thinking one resin does everything. It doesn't. Each one was made for a specific purpose. Understand that, and you will already be ahead of most people starting out. Cedar Atelier. Until next time.